The format of this book review is for me to feedback about imagine how creativity works in a different way. This Times best-selling book by Jonah Lehrer made my creative mind work a little clearer. And today we're going to go through the round window. The college values at OCVC are the ones we want to inspire us creatively. With this in mind openly, I will give you some feedback from A to Z, with examples and stories of how the mind is stretched, how the brain is wired and your thoughts are fetched. The book gives great insight into Bob Dylan and the brain, how daydreaming fuels the creative train, how a sandpaper salesman from Minnesota had a thought and made some sticky paper, how 3M people are allowed time to think, to nurture the idea which can be lost in a blink, to grow the innovation which starts with an idea, to drive the innovation train at speed without fear. This book gives many good examples for you and me, but I have only got time here to explain but 3. So here goes with the first I like, from a time long ago before they gave me a mic. When Dick Drew went to town to sell sandpaper, he had no idea that we would be a business maker. He saw that car paint spraying was far too tricky. The masking paper they used was far too sticky. 'Cause when they removed the paper, they pulled off the new paint, which followed with language which would make a hard man faint. He went at night, and for months after dinner, he played with adhesive and rubber and created a winner. He invented masking tape, which sold across the land. It stuck enough to work, but came off as planned. It showed us that with a good idea and tenacity, you can produce something that no one else can see. But this was one idea, right time, right place. How are lots of ideas created in a single space? My next example from the book, story number 2, covers this problem and explains what 3M do. Milton Glaser says, we are always looking, but we never really see. So how do 3M develop products from ideas constantly? With 50,000 products developed currently, the book gives great insight into their creative policy. They give thinking time and they work when ideas are near. They encourage staff to rest, play and think at work without fear. 15% of the day can be spent on a new idea. Their flexible attention policy develops the career. New ideas, insight and flashes of inspiration, which the brain is sending, need sharing and development through conceptual blending. The need to stimulate new thoughts with energized ideas rotating, resultant products from 2 ideas mating. I wonder how much of this we see in the development of our college, the world and me. For the sailors out there, I'm going to take a different tack. For the train spotters out there, I am taking a different track. The book tells me that we all take a different reference and view. The brain is the constant in all of us and what we do. The brain is lazy, but to be in its prime, it can be stimulated by music, exercise, jazz and rhyme. Making new connections and impulses outside of work every day will achieve SweetFE's motto, to find a way. The best inspiration, though, often comes at night, in the shower, in a poem or under moonlight. When pressure to find solutions have taken flight, this is when imagination and ideas are released, creating the food for thought on which you can feast. You may not believe me, but finally, let me tell you about the story of Bob Dylan. Exhausted by fame on tour in May 1965, he couldn't find the words for the songs he needed to survive. The groupies, drugs and alcohol became a big distraction. In 1965 he took some drastic action. He quit the music business and with demons in his head, went to Woodstock in New York to live in a shed. Now a strange thing happened in that basic shack. In June the music came flooding back. Right time, right place, the answers come without any mystery. In June Bob recorded Like a Rolling Stone, and the rest is history. That's the review of the Imagine book. I suggest you get one and take a look. Sometimes daydreaming, playing goes against the corporate grain, but think about how you train and stimulate your brain. Feel the wind in your face for your mental well-being. Give time to really see what you're seeing.